Welcome back to another explainer. Let's get right into it. AI is everywhere, right? It's completely reshaping how we create and consume content online. But of course, with all this amazing new power comes a whole new set of rules. Today, we're demystifying YouTube's brand new generative AI content disclosure policy. We are going to break down exactly what this means for you, separate the actual facts from the wild rumors, and give you the absolute clarity you need to just keep creating without all the stress.
Okay, let's dive into this because, let's be real, this is the exact question keeping creators up at night right now. You've poured hours, maybe even years, into building your channel. You start messing around with a few new AI tools to speed up your workflow, and suddenly you're staring down the barrel of potential strikes, losing your monetization, or worse, a total channel ban. It's totally terrifying, but do not panic. Today's explainer is designed to completely eliminate that anxiety. By the time we're done here, you'll know exactly where the boundary lines are drawn.
To really get the rules, we first have to understand the why behind them. And no, YouTube isn't doing this because they hate AI, far from it. The primary goal here is 100% about preventing viewer deception. Just imagine scrolling through your feed and seeing a hyper-realistic video of a prominent politician announcing some crazy new tax policy that doesn't actually exist, or a beloved celebrity endorsing something they actually strongly oppose. If viewers aren't explicitly told that what they're watching is generated by AI, they're highly likely to just accept it as absolute truth. YouTube just wants to make sure the audience always knows when reality has been artificially altered.
Which brings us to the core recurring motif for this explainer. Honestly, if you only remember one thing today, let it be this litmus test. Just ask yourself, is it realistic but fake? If the content you created with AI is meant to mimic reality, like it looks like real life, it sounds like real life, but it absolutely did not happen in the real world, then it needs a disclosure. It's really all about that tricky intersection of high realism and total fabrication.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how clearly it draws the line between fabricating a public figure's actions and just using AI as a behind-the-scenes assistant. So if you use AI to generate a video of Elon Musk claiming that Bitcoin is completely shutting down, something he never actually said, you absolutely must disclose that. It's a realistic fake. But what if you just use ChatGPT to help outline your video script, brainstorm some ideas, and then you record the video yourself? No disclosure needed. One actively deceives the audience about reality, and the other, well, it's basically just a modern typewriter.
And this exact same logic applies to locations and visual effects. Let's say you generate a highly realistic video of a massive UFO hovering directly over the Taj Mahal. Since the Taj Mahal is a real place and the video looks like genuine documentary footage of an event that totally didn't happen, you must check yes for disclosure. Contrast that with using a green screen to pretend you're flying through outer space. Space is real, sure, but no reasonable viewer is going to think you literally launched yourself into orbit for a vlog. It's an obvious fantasy edit, so zero disclosure is required.
Audio is another massive area of confusion, but the rule applies the exact same way. If you instruct an AI to compose an entire brand new song from scratch, like a 100% synthetic track, you are required to disclose that it's fully generated. However, if you're just using AI tools to clean up your own vocal recording, maybe you're removing some background hiss, fixing the leveling, or running basic noise removal, you are totally in the clear. You absolutely do not need to check any boxes just for basic audio repair.
All right, let's rapid fire through some clear-cut examples where you absolutely must check the disclosure box. We're talking about entirely synthetic events designed to look completely real, a fabricated 9.5 magnitude earthquake hitting Delhi, or a fake tsunami in Mumbai. It also includes faking the actions of real people, so showing athlete Virat Kohli handing out cash on the street, creating a non-existent tennis match between Djokovic and Alcaraz, or an entirely fake celebrity arrest. Even hyper-realistic fakes of places, like a generated Goa travel vlog claiming you went there when you didn't, or a fake news report of a hospital turning away patients, require a yes. If it's synthetic, highly realistic, and designed to look actual, disclose it.
Now for the collective sigh of relief. The no list. You do not need to disclose standard production aids. Editing touches like using beauty filters to smooth your face, doing color correction, or throwing a blur on your background are all perfectly fine. You can even use AI to write your titles, generate your thumbnails, and auto-generate captions without a second thought. Upscaling an old 480p video to 4K? No disclosure needed. Interestingly enough, you can even clone your own voice to do voiceovers for your videos without checking the box. And of course, obvious fantasy requires zero disclosure. Nobody is going to mistake your Minecraft or GTA gameplay or a video with fire-breathing dragons for real life.
And this brilliantly illustrates what it actually looks like in the back end. When you're in YouTube Studio uploading your content, you're going to be greeted by a very straightforward question. It basically asks if AI was used to alter footage of a real event, make a real person appear to say something they didn't, or generate a realistic-looking scene that didn't actually occur. It's literally a simple binary choice, yes or no.
Executing this is wonderfully simple too. On your very next upload, just follow these exact steps. First, open up YouTube Studio. Second, begin uploading your new content just like you normally would. Third, as you're filling out your details, navigate down to the Attributes section. Right there, you'll find the AI use option we just looked at. Simply select Yes if your content passes that realism test we discussed, or No if it's just standard editing or obvious fantasy. Then, just publish as usual.
Now you might be wondering, what exactly happens on the viewer's end if you do hit yes? Well, YouTube will transparently add a label to your content. Depending on the context, viewers might see a badge directly on the video player itself, or a note down in the description reading things like altered or synthetic content, made with AI, or AI generated or altered. It seamlessly informs your audience without completely disrupting their viewing experience.
So, the crucial point is, what happens if you decide to ignore this and try to sneak a highly realistic AI fake past the system? Well, the stakes are actually quite high. If YouTube catches you repeatedly uploading deceptive, realistic AI content without disclosure, they can take some serious actions. They might forcefully apply the AI label to your video themselves. In severe cases, they might take action against the content, including completely removing the video. And most importantly for career creators, repeated violations can severely impact your standing in the YouTube Partner Program. It is simply not worth the risk.
But listen, I want to emphatically dispel the single biggest fear circulating the creator community right now. Checking yes for AI disclosure will not automatically turn off your monetization. It just won't. The policy exists purely for viewer transparency. Telling your audience that you used AI to create a realistic scene does not inherently mean you're going to be punished financially. It does not negatively impact your audience reach, and it doesn't hurt your ability to run ads. Transparency is the goal here, not punishment. Let's wrap up today's explainer with the ultimate golden rule. Seriously, print this out and stick it to your monitor. If AI makes something look real that never happened, the answer is yes. If it's just editing, workflow assistance, or obvious fantasy, the answer is no. You are now fully equipped to navigate this entire new era of content creation responsibly and confidently. But here's a provocative thought to leave you with. As AI tools become completely indistinguishable from reality in the coming years, will a simple text label really be enough to protect the truth online? Or is this just the first small step in a much, much larger battle for reality itself? Keep learning, keep creating, and I'll see you in the next explainer.